Hi, and yoo-hoo. Welcome back to my small setup for cinematography series. Today I'm going to take a look at a short that I shot with some friends in Lisbon, Portugal. And the reason that it was such a small setup is because we were very limited on time. I think we had 4 hours from the time of getting there, unloading the vehicles, setting up the lights, doing a couple of run-through for the talent, and then taking everything down and getting out of there. 4 hours is not a lot of time, so we went very minimal. I used one big key light over the actors, and then on both sides of the room, I also used some RGB panels just to kind of give some fill-in colors to the shadows. So let me start playing this and talk about it here. So this is the one key light is directly over and behind our male talent. Now he's the bad guy in this, so I wanted him a little bit in shadow when we see the profiles. And you see that, and you'll see when the female talent comes in, she's a government agent, so she's the good guy. And she has more light on her. So this one overhead light has a lot of benefits. So we can see her here, very lit up, but she's lit up enough so we can see her face and we get to know her. I'm gonna stop it here. And we see that he's very dark. We can still see his face, but he's more of a shadow, he's more of a profile. He's the bad guy, and that's what I was looking for. Another aspect of having this light up there is it creates this really beautiful vignette. I had a softbox with a grid in it. So, you know, it stopped the light from flooding all over the place, and just really, it's this light shining down into the scene. So here's a shot of the setup, and here's the big key light. You'll notice that one of the things I did in this was had the team pull the table and chairs away from the wall, because when I wanted that key light to profile the bad guy in darkness, when they were against the wall, he was just lit up as much as she was. So we pulled the table away from the wall so the light could come down the wall, create that really beautiful vignette, and also be behind him so that when we see their shot and profile, he's the darker of the characters. The RGB panels might be hard to tell in this shot, but to the left of camera is an RGB panel blue, and behind the male talent is a red RGB panel. And we thought to ourselves, well, if we have to get some other kind of light in here, so it's not just the key light, well, let's say that the agent, she comes in from the left, so that's an entry door. Let's make that blue. There's a blue light above the entry door. And behind him, there's like a warning sign or something. So, or maybe an even exit sign, I don't know. And that's why there's a red light behind him. And just kind of gives a kick, gives some color to the shadows. Keep in mind that, you know, red in films and in other instances is kind of a warning color. Or, you know, it's kind of associated psychologically with bad or, you know, fear or something. Blue is a softer color, and so we, you know, that's another reason we made the blue behind her, the red behind him. Just give him a little bit of that red kick and kind of, you know, make more note that he's the bad guy in this situation. So I'm going to pause it here where he is, and you can see the red kick light kind of bouncing off his ear and the side of his shirt there. And when we see a close-up of her, we're going to see that she has that blue light coming off her right side, so camera left. Kind of gives the eye something to look at, so not everything is just one white color. And I know it's hard to see, but you can see the blue light coming from the RGB panel that was to her side, and that's because there's a door she comes through right behind the director there. And that's why it's pointed straight down at the floor, because we wanted her lit up when she came through the door. And then the red light is just really, I mean, this is a bad picture of the red light, but you can see it just above the monitor sticking out there. That's the red RGB panel, and that's the one that's supposed to be, the exit sign. And that's all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed it, and come back again for the small setup series for cinematography. Bye-bye.